Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You're listening to The Muddy Roofs.
Hey, horn.
This is Muddy Roots.
Hit that like button.
You know what time it is. What time?
Let's take a cup.
All right, let's take a cup. We're going to play Never Have I Ever. I want to see. Oh, we're going to count up this time, right?
Right. Yeah. So if we have done it, we'll just get a point.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not never have I ever. It's just if you've done it, you get a point. And you're going to read like 20 questions or something like that.
Right. Do you guys want to do a penalty cup or no?
No.
Okay.
For winning or losing?
Yes.
For having the most points.
Are you playing too?
Oh,
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
playing.
Yes. Oh, if most points. I think it should be least
that's what I think.
because we're
So if
counting
you're a good
what
boy.
you've done, and then the least has to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No lying.
Don't look at me like that, bro.
I was
you
just
think
waiting
I'm gonna
for
lie?
my,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I know. I was just waiting for my. I was just seeing checking on that status.
Frick.
All right. You guys want
Let's
to
do it.
start?
Yeah.
All right. Never have I ever met a celebrity.
Are we saying like interact with them or like you're in the same room with them?
I would say like actually meeting them.
Like shake their hands? Ooh.
Yeah.
Really?
We met on an airplane. It was actually pretty cool. We were on an airplane. I think we were flying to San Francisco. Have you seen Prison Break?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael Schofield, we met him on the plane, and we asked him, was like, "Hey, are you?" I think his name's Wentworth Miller. We're like, "Are you Wentworth?" And he was like, "Yeah, I am Wentworth." I was like, "Can we get a picture with you real quick?" And he said, "Just stay after everybody leaves." So everybody left the plane, and we took pictures and we talked to him.
Let me see your
Damn.
tattoos.
It was really cool. I
No
know.
way. He
No
was actually
tattoos? You're not him.
he was sitting in the very back of the airplane with you? Or not very back, but like what's that called? Coach or
It was just a commercial plane. It was all one. Like there
no
wasn't
first class? Oh.
You also met someone out in Hawaii, right? When you and Cease went?
Kehlani.
No, it was,
yeah.
oh,
I've met
Janae Aiko?
Janae Aiko.
Okay.
You know her?
I thought that's what you were counting.
Yeah, I count that one.
Yeah.
Get the hell Janae Aiko. Dude, that one was crazy. That was a good one.
So I went to
And Big Sean was there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but I didn't meet him. I just said, "Hey, Shawty Sean." He didn't look at me.
see, so I went to a gala that was ran by Imagine Dragons. You guys know them?
Okay, yeah.
So Imagine Dragons was hosting it. Guy Fieri was
You're not getting
there.
me on this one.
And
Flavatown?
huh?
What? Guy Fieri? What?
So Lexi has a photo
Damn.
with him, but I wasn't with, so she went to the restroom with the girls. So I didn't get to meet him.
Oh.
Shaq was there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was sitting
yeah.
a couple tables away from Shaq. There was a lot of like
Oh,
famous
you know
people
what?
there.
I talked to Lexi about that, and she was like, "Yeah, he was kind of a dick."
Yeah, she didn't like him.
Oh,
I guess because she was like, "Hey, can I get a photo with you?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "You're just one of my biggest like I'm one of your biggest
she was
fans."
him for Halloween, wasn't
yes.
she? Yeah.
And he was like, "If you show me the photo, I'll let you take a picture." So she was scrolling through her phone to try to find the photo of her as Guy Fieri
Dang.
and couldn't find it, but then he ended up letting her still. So, but yeah,
Damn.
I've been in a room with a bunch of famous people, but I never shook any of their hands.
I like how you say his
Get it?
name too, Guy Fieri, because that's how I
How's
say
it?
it. People say Guy Fieri.
Fieri?
Fieri. I
Fieri.
hate that. It pisses me
Oh,
off.
I thought it was Fieri.
That's
Yeah,
what I say.
That's what I say.
Okay. So I'm 0, you're 0, you're
zero.
1.
Never have I ever Googled myself. I have.
Me too.
Good job, guys.
We're so
Why'd you give
conceited.
that? Do you have a story or something?
No, it's
Oh.
just I think that's so
Demoted.
self-involved. Yeah.
Never have I ever gone skinny dipping.
I have never actually.
I don't think I
I've
have
never
either.
either.
I haven't.
Never
No way
have.
we're all the same person.
Never have I ever gone on a blind date.
No.
Let's go. Okay.
Perfect.
Boring as hell. Never have I ever been hungover. I am right now. Never have I ever kissed my best friend. I've kissed my best friend.
I have.
Who?
James. We're
Who?
drunk. Kissed him.
Oh, we're doing that kind of best friend. I thought you were doing like cutesy, like
Well,
my wife's my best friend.
I wasn't including like your significant other. That's too easy.
So we're talking about your guy best friend?
yeah.
Oh, then I'm still at 2.
What about you?
Put it back down.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I put it back.
Did you? Oh, no, you were one ahead already.
Yeah.
Never have I ever dined and dash.
Bro, that story, I was at B-Dubs, and they took forever for my check.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
me and one of my other buddies, we just got up and left.
Yeah, that's the same with me.
Just got up and left. One of the waitresses there,
That's jacked up.
dude, we were waiting for like 45 minutes.
You put a
Right.
finger
I
up
was-
too, sir.
My situation's almost warranted, but I'll tell that in a sec.
I was even like asking for the bill too, and they were like, "Okay, yeah, we'll get your bill." Didn't get our bill. 45 minutes after that, I just looked at him. I was like, "Bro, let's just get out of here." So we leave, and I end up going to the mix like the day after, and my cousin was like, "Hey, do you know this girl?" And I was like, "No, why?" And then he shows me the text messages, and she sends Fia the picture of me at B-Dubs.
Oh yeah, you got caught.
Yeah, I got caught. And then Fia's like, "Oh yeah, that's my cousin Rob. Like, this is his number." She texts me. And I was like,
That's crazy.
And she's like, "Wait, we need you to come in and pay for your stuff or we're gonna get the police involved." And I was like, so I look at Fia, I was like, "Bro, what the fuck are you doing?"
Did you end up paying it?
Yeah, I went back and paid it.
Does
So
that
you didn't
count?
dine and dash.
Yeah, does that count?
You paid.
Initially,
All
I did.
right, yeah,
initially.
So, have you ever waited for your food? It took 45 minutes and just leave?
I've never had a time where I had to wait for a food 45 minutes.
Okay, 25, 30, something that's long. Have you ever left because the food's taking too long?
It's always because I'm hungry.
Oh, see, that's jacked up.
Never have I ever used a fake ID. Never. You have?
I have. I
Oh,
used
shit.
Richards.
Oh, shit.
That's true.
Yeah, I
yeah.
used Richards when I was like 19. And then I almost got caught at a Walmart.
Damn.
What
It
are
was
you
just-
buying from Walmart that you needed the
Beers.
ID? Oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, look, he grabbed my card and he was just, and I was like, oh shit. He goes, all right, you're good. Grabbed all my stuff and I freaking ran. It was a hurricane Walmart.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, real quick. 4.
4.
Gosh dang, I'm boring.
Never have I ever snuck into a movie theater.
Gosh dang it.
I have with you, yeah.
Yeah.
You will?
haven't.
No, okay. Good.
Okay. Never have I ever gotten a lap dance. Oh, it says given a lap dance.
No.
Oh,
You have?
The one and only.
damn.
It was just this girl's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Does this count? Like, so our wedding day, when you do the whole, like, grab the thing from under their dress, I kind of give my wife one.
Okay. I'll count it.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Thank
you need
you.
a point.
Yes.
Nah, that doesn't count.
You did that for your wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do it. We didn't do it.
Oh, yeah. I did the whole, like, body roll thing. My wife was, like, shocked because I'm not usually that kind of person for, like, PDA and all that. But I was like, I don't give a crap. My wedding.
Yeah.
Never have I ever cheated on a test. Yeah.
That's so stupid. Yeah.
Have you guys ever cheated on a test, like looking at someone's paper and they just bombed their test, so
Yes.
you bombed yours?
No.
That's the worst.
I was a good shooter. I didn't cheat off anyone
See,
stupid.
I've cheated.
I just cheated off like the next person that's closest to me.
The only time I've cheated is I get the answer key. I've never cheated off another person.
Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're a good boy.
It's still cheating.
Yeah.
It's just, but I was
That's
also
worse.
like, I was also a pretty like intelligent kid. Like I got good grades, so I could get 100% on a test, and it wouldn't
And
cause
not
any
even
red
study,
flags.
not even sweat or nothing.
Nah, pretty easy,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm talking about.
Has your
I'm
teacher
built
ever
different.
has your teacher ever like fake leave the classroom but was like watching through the window?
No.
Yeah, dude.
And you got
That's
caught.
crazy.
I got caught.
She is trying too
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, my teacher like walked out the classroom and I was like, oh, this is perfect time. But I like looked over, I was like this.
That's a sting operation right there.
And then I look up and he's right at the window and I was like,
Okay. Never have I ever been arrested. You?
I was a
Damn.
sophomore in high school, bro.
Oh, yeah. I think he said. Never have I ever stolen anything.
That's so embarrassing that all of us raised our fingers. You can all tell that we were a little lower class growing up. Rich people don't have to do that.
just trying to make it to the top.
Never have I ever been fired.
And it's tied in because I got arrested.
Oh shit!
It was jacked up. So I got arrested It was probably right after high school, maybe a year out. I get arrested on a Friday. I get out on Saturday. Sunday, just a rest day or whatever. I go into work, and then my boss calls me in, and he has my mugshot on his computer, and I was like, "No way! You're just scanning through on your freaking free time, and you see me." And the worst thing, dude, was like, he was like, "Hey, what did you do this weekend?" And I saw it, and I was like, "Look, man, I think you know what happened this weekend." He's like, "Yeah, it seems like you need to grow up a little bit," and I was like, eat a dick, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
I was like, bro,
crazy.
eat a dick. And then he was like, and then he had one of my coworkers come through who was just like a big, like corn-fed country folk dude. And he's like, we got a problem. And he's like, will you escort him out? And I was like, bro, I will lay you on the floor. I was so freaking mad.
That's crazy. You're in high school still?
I was just out of high school.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And my cousin also was involved in that incident. We worked the same job, but they made him work the whole day and then they fired him.
Oh,
so I got
no.
fired. I got fired right when I got in. They made him work all day and said, you can't come back.
Damn.
See, I think there was times I was about to get fired, but I just kind of silently quit. So then I've never been fired. So
Never have I ever dated more than one person at once.
Oh no.
Wait, did you?
No.
Oh, you have?
oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is the dirt bag coming out. So yeah, I have done that. I've done it with best friends, and that's like the worst thing. I feel bad still to this day. But I was dating one, the other one wanted to date, but they didn't. We didn't. She didn't know that we were already dating. So then I started dating her, and they would both be like, "Hey, so and so really likes you. Don't tell her. So and so likes you. Don't tell her." So I was just playing
Damn.
both sides of the field, which that's not good. Don't do that. It's really rude.
Do you have fun?
That doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It's just not nice to do.
never have I ever kissed someone I just met.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
You never? Like at a party or
That's the only
yeah.
party.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like going to like movies and just kissing someone.
No.
That'd be wild.
Never have I ever been in an open relationship. Never.
Ooh.
Never
No.
done that. Nope.
And the last one is never have I ever done any hard drugs.
Yeah, hard is I don't think mine count as hard.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Neither mind.
I think I just lost. I was trying to keep going so I could win.
Oh,
The gap just kept getting bigger.
All right, fill me. Pour me the cup.
fill you up?
No.
You have me that cup right there.
How many scoops you said?
I don't know. How many did we do on the
I
last
gave
To
him
the
five.
freaking rim.
5.
Oh.
Hell
Five
no.
all the way to the top.
Oh, dude, I was nervous that whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You started lying halfway through.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I'll put that on everything. The problem is the ones that I started getting that you guys weren't, I actually felt bad for. Like the dating, that kind of stuff. I'm just like, oh, no. Not very nice.
But at least you're not a loser. Like me.
At least I'm not
Fuck, dude.
boring, huh? See, I was waiting for you to ask stuff like skydiving or
Have you
limo
been
rides.
skydiving?
No, I have not.
Oh. What's the point?
But I want to see if any of you guys have.
Oh.
But like the ones that I've seen on like
Pretty sure they had a
Facebook
weight
and stuff
limit.
about that is like, do you have tattoos? Have you done a
would
limo
assume.
ride, skydiving,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff?
Shit.
To our champion.
King's Cup.
Drink.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys know that like there's like it's like a drinking chant where you're doing it and all of a sudden at the end of it it's chug, chug, chug. You know what I'm saying? It's almost it kind of sounds like Thieves in Vegas where it's like the yo ho yo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like lower tone and you do a whole chant and then you go da, 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 chug, 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 and whatever drink you have, you're supposed to chug. Well, I look like an idiot right now, but it's true.
Prove it.
Never have you ever heard of that? You guys haven't. I have. That's what I wanted to do, but they haven't heard it. So stupid.
Sorry, my stomach is still hurting, and you're really talking to me right now. I just can't focus.
We used to do dumb
That's
things when we were drinking. Like, have you ever blessed the bottle?
Yeah.
I'm not talking
Yeah.
to you guys anymore.
That's the bye.
Bless the bottle. How's
Yeah,
that go?
it's a song. Just gonna bless the bottle, and you put it on, and then you put the bottle in the middle, and then like everyone dances around it and stuff, and then that's like the bottle of the night, and then you finish it.
By yourself or as a
Nah,
group?
it's just like it just starts off the night.
Oh. So you're not even drunk doing the dance around the bottle.
No, it's hype though. The song's not bad, and then I mean you get with your friends, and everyone's excited to be there, and then you bless the bottle, and then
That's
you
cool.
drink it.
That's cool. You had another topic for us to roll right into.
Yeah, we talked about it on a previous episode. Keefe D, you guys remember him?
The one that got
The one-
framed for.
No, he's the
no,
one that
that's
actually
not-
did it, right? For
He's the one that
Tupac.
got arrested.
Yeah.
He just came out with another accusation. Have you guys heard what he's been saying?
Oh.
He said that P. Diddy paid him $1 million to kill Tupac. And
Oh.
yeah, P. Diddy was
$1 million? Is that what
$1
you said?
million, $1 million to kill Tupac. And P. Diddy has been, he's East Coast. He was with Biggie, and so they're saying that there's this whole rivalry thing. Everybody knows it, but they're opening the investigation back up, and they're looking into possible ties that he actually did this. And they're using they're not only using, but they're also looking into song lyrics and things like that. And so Eminem has a song where he calls him out for it, and he says that he is the one that set him up. The lyrics are the song is called Kill Shot. And the lyrics are, kill shot, I will not fail. I'm with the doc still. But this idiot's boss pops pills and tells him he's got skills. But Kells, the day you put out a hit, like a record hit, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac killed.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And so now they're like looking into different avenues as to how this could have came up. But one of the craziest things that I looked up was somebody else who they're kind of throwing out there in the comments and things is Bill Gates.
What?
What the?
That
that's
threw me
random.
off.
In
Yeah.
the Tupac
That is
case?
so random.
Not in the so apparently, and I don't know this, but apparently they had like pretty known beef.
Who? Bill
Tupac
Gates
is
and
Bill
who?
Gates.
Tupac.
What?
Bill Gates and Tupac.
Bill Gates and Tupac. Bill Gates hates rap music, hates hip hop, but they had pretty known beef. Bill Gates has offered, let's see here, Young Thug, $900,000 to stop making music because he hates his
Holy
music.
shit.
Yeah.
Give me 900,000. I'm stopping.
It depends on how much I'm making.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're
True,
betting
true,
on
true.
yourself.
You're basically ending your career.
Yeah.
That's your main source of income. But there's also Snoop Dogg has beef with him.
That is crazy. I've never heard of that
That's
shit.
what I'm saying.
Bill
I didn't
Gates
know
is
that.
such a nice looking old man. I
Right?
didn't think he had beef. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
But-
what the media wants you to
Yeah.
think.
yeah.
He could control it. But yeah, so they're saying that they're looking into lyrics about Diddy, any sort of involvement, any type of money that they could tie to Keefe D. And then just a couple people are like conspiracy theorists that are saying that Bill Gates is involved.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's a mic drop right there.
Yeah,
Bill
that's
Gates, I would
crazy.
never guessed.
Oh, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. But so do you guys think that Tupac went down in history because his career was shortened?
Right. Yeah, that's a tough subject.
that is
Like,
tough.
if he didn't die early, would he
Right.
be a legend?
Right. But he's gone through a lot of different allegations like sex, rape charges, different types of things that could have tainted his career, but he didn't have a chance to really put out any shitty music.
That is
And
true.
Right.
that, like people will use that as fuel to be like, he's not the greatest or he's not great, one of the greats. But do you think that him dying young made him a legend?
That's tough.
I think so.
that's
yeah.
tough.
I would agree. Yeah.
It's like hard to argue because everyone else, like the general consensus is no, like he was good, which he has some good songs. Like, I'm not saying
Good is
that.
yeah. I think his songs hold weight. I think he would have to
Yeah.
put out some trash music for it to be considered that he's not one of the greatest or one of like a hip hop legend.
Yeah. The other thing that I think about sometimes too is like people will argue like, oh, he changed the game of rap. And I don't know if I believe that or not. Because NWA and everything was before him. I think they started the game of rap. I think Tupac had a certain style. Like, I think he was real. I think he was very, like, spoke from the heart and, like, spoke facts and all this crazy stuff that a lot of people could relate to.
Yeah.
But I think NWA was doing that too. Like,
Sure.
as far as, like, F the Police and stuff, like, they came out and were, like, raw and, like,
Yeah.
all that.
I don't know if. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, here's my thing though, because like Tupac died, obviously, and then he became a legend. Why didn't Eazy-E get the same treatment?
You don't think Eazy-E's a legend?
I think he's up there, but I don't think he's like Tupac status. And he died.
As an individual. Because as
Not part of NWA.
Yeah,
You're saying
'cause
as an individual.
Eazy-E
Yeah, yeah.
was
He didn't have a
part
whole lot of
group.
like singles, yeah?
Yeah, he
He
was
did,
part of a group
but-
for like the majority of his rap career.
See, and I
Okay.
think Eazy-E goes down just because of NWA and like they started the whole rap
Right.
deal.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
I don't know. Another thing that comes to my mind too is I don't know about you guys. I'm not like super into old school rap, but so I don't listen to any Tupac. And if I compare him to somebody like Bob Marley died in 81. And so like I feel like his music is carried longer than Tupac's, but I'm also not a rap guy. And so that's another thing where I'm like, is he actually a legend? Because I don't really hear him bumping on people's cars when I'm chilling.
Yeah,
But I do hear Bob Marley like
you
almost
do
every
hear
day.
Bob Marley? Is that coming from your own car?
So I play it. I know you guys play it. Every time
Yeah.
I'm mixing, it's definitely on.
I think that's just the
Well,
demographic.
mixing, yeah.
Oh, you could argue that, yeah.
Yeah.
But even when I'm at a club, I don't hear a whole lot of Tupac songs anymore.
But you hear Bob Marley at the club?
No.
I'm trying to find like where you would.
What I'm saying though is like to go with your like that's a demographic. Like yeah, mixing is more reggae and that kind of stuff. Clubs is more like rap and stuff. I don't hear a lot of Tupac when I'm in the clubs.
I still don't think Tupac is a club
Yeah.
club artist.
And also like clubs, you have to keep up with like the songs that are out now.
right.
trendy.
Yeah, because the clubs is more of today's date.
Right.
Because most of the songs out now is all about beat. Everybody listens to the beat.
True.
Nobody really listens to
So like lyrical.
yeah. Nobody
rap,
listens
yeah.
to like the actual lyrics. Whether to back or like back then, everybody just like the reason why everybody loved NWA. Holy shit,
You're good.
is because of the truth that they spoke.
Yeah.
Right.
With Tupac, and if you're gonna compare Tupac and Eazy-E, he really, like I said, he was in the group majority of the time. Tupac came in just by himself, and he was rapping about like he had the whole beef with Biggie Smalls, and then it kind of like transitions. Like he started talking about drugs, and then he started talking about like killing Biggie Smalls, and then it like transitioned into like he was rapping about Thug's Mansion, the shit that like what's going on up there. He started rapping about like Dear Mama, like
Respecting women.
yeah, respecting
Right.
women. Why are we raping them? Why are we killing them? Like we should be respecting them because they give us life, shit like that. So I think that's the reason why Tupac was like, if he didn't die early, I think he would still be remembered as like how he is today.
Yeah.
Just because of the shit that he went through, and then like transitioning into, he's not always gonna be like rapping about drugs. He's not always gonna be rapping about killing this person, like beating the shit out of this person.
Yeah. I have no like he's a great artist, and I'll say that. Like he's a good artist, great artist. He has good songs. And like, yeah, they carry weight and all that. When you say legend, I just don't know if that's him. That's where I'm at. Because kind of like you said too, is he didn't have a chance to really produce crappy music because he was only in the game for a little while. And everyone has crappy time zones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every artist has that moment where like, that's kind of garbage, bro. Like your last album was better. So I don't know. What do you guys think about Mac Miller? Do you think that boosted his career when he passed, or do you think he was actually at the height of it?
I think Ariana Grande boosted his career, but
I don't know any of
see
it. I know
that.
very few of his songs. That's
I
the
don't.
reason
I don't
asked.
like. I don't listen to a lot of his music.
Yeah. I don't either. But I definitely do think dying boosts
Yeah.
them.
Plays the whole role.
Yeah. Juice World.
Juice WRLD too.
I don't listen to much Juice World, so he might be coming out with like bangers, but
Right. And not to say that they're not big, like they're not big artists,
Right.
But dying definitely boosts their.
Yeah. I also don't want to discredit the hard work they put in to get there.
Yeah,
Obviously,
right,
these guys
yeah,
worked
yeah.
hard. Another one for me is Nipsey Hussle. I didn't even know who that was when he passed.
I didn't listen to him. I knew him.
I know a little bit more of him since he's passed, and obviously people posted, and I've seen him like documentary, like not documentaries, but interviews with him, and he seems like a stand-up guy. Like it seems like a really good dude.
Yeah, he really
He's
wanted
one
to
of the-
motivate the
He's
people.
like original gangster, one of the ones that had like principles, but
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
gangbang.
yeah.
He really wanted to motivate the people to not follow his footsteps,
Yeah.
to do better.
Yeah. You listen to Nipsey.
Yeah.
Remember we got in an argument because of that?
Did we?
So he died, and we're just talking. We're like, oh, did you see Nipsey Hussle died? And you're like, yeah. And he's like, oh, we were just talking. You're like, dang, dude, like, I really liked him. I listened to his music all the time. I was like, and I thought you were one of the because
The
he died.
bandwagoners,
Yeah, and I was
yeah.
like, bro, no, you don't. And you were like, how do you know what I listened to? And I was like, I've never heard you talk about him. And then you started listing off songs that you like, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right. But yeah, Nipsey Hussle's a good example.
Yeah. I think he's a stand-up guy now that I know a little bit about him, but I didn't know him until he passed. I remember seeing people's stories, and I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah. One of the All American, that TV show that that show, the football one. They incorporated his death in the show because
Yeah.
they're from LA, South Central.
So I drove through, what is that place called where he passed? He's from. They call it the Black
Crenshaw.
Beverly Hills. It's a Crenshaw.
I thought he was from Crenshaw.
I think it is. And so there's murals of him around that. And we drove over there because Tommy, he was super like into that. So we drove around. He took photos with the murals and stuff. He's very respected in that community, which I
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
So I just think when you say legend, that's like global, not just Crenshaw.
I don't think it's even global. I think it's industry specific.
That's a better way to word it. Yeah.
Like Tupac. I do. Tupac is a hip hop icon.
Yeah. And also Michael Jackson,
See,
the
yeah,
king of pop. See, he was already the king before he died,
right.
That's
And it's
where
crazy
I'm
too,
at.
is because he had those allegations of touching kids.
Right.
Yeah.
People were still bumping his music. There's one dude in particular that I can't listen to his music, and I love his music. You know who?
I think I know who you're gonna say.
R. Kelly.
Oh, R. Kelly. Yeah.
R.
Okay.
Kelly.
He's got so many bangers, dude, and like Cece boycotts him. Like if it comes on when we're driving or something, she'll skip it, and I'm like, oh, that's Ignition, man. Come on.
Well, that's the problem. Is you hear some of those songs and it's like talking about like and you're just like he's not necessarily talking about a woman. Sometimes in the like you get those weird images of like if he's singing to a kid, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with R. Kelly too. I
Right.
like a lot of his songs, but I just can't.
His inner circle should be arrested. They were enabling the hell out of him.
Oh yeah.
Yep, agreed.
Who do you guys think has had? You want to take a cup?
Yeah, let's take a go.
Yep.
Who do you guys think has had like one of the biggest fall offs
Oh.
as a celebrity? Go music artist first.
Let me think.
Music
I feel like Chance the Rapper
okay.
right now is falling off.
Okay, I was gonna say fall offs. Okay, we'll go fall offs first. Don't do my boy like that. Don't do him like
He
that.
needs to start doing drugs again.
Chance the Rapper.
His
Yeah.
music has elevated the way that he has moved forward. In
Yeah,
life.
I'm glad he's growing, but
Yes.
Okay.
let me think of someone.
He's like on that-
Kanye's a guy who's fallen off
I don't know.
because he's a
I don't
little
know.
Yeah,
crazy,
no,
is what
Kanye.
the news says. I don't know if he's crazy or not. That's just what
He's admitted to being bipolar.
I didn't
Pretty
know
sure.
that. Okay.
Macklemore? Macklemore fell off.
Oh yeah, Macklemore
I thought he
boomed
had-
when we were in high school, and then
Was it just the one song?
no, the whole album,
Yeah, it was the whole. He won a
Red
Grammy
Shop.
for it.
That's the one that
Cadillac, White Cadillac, I think. He had a few songs on that album that were bangers.
Yeah, he had a couple songs with Ryan Lewis. Thrift Shop was one of them. I can't think of the other one.
Like Same Love.
There was the one with the basketball one.
The Fly.
I really like that one.
Yeah,
I wanna fly, or I wanna die, and you take me far
knew. Oh, okay.
away.
Yeah.
But those are the only two that I know from
Wings.
Wings.
yeah, that song.
Those are the only two I know from Macklemore.
There was a few on that album that I thought were pretty good, but then I don't even know what he's doing anymore.
I wouldn't even say that he fell off because I didn't even know he was on.
So he's more like a one-hit wonder to you then.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I only knew Thrift Shop.
This isn't an artist, but an actor.
Okay.
You know the guy on Transformers?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shiloh. Yeah. He fell off pretty hard.
He did.
Dude, he's a
done-
really good actor.
I still think he's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
He went so he was in the role for The Collector, I think the movie was. And he was Mexican in the movie. He walked around and he would collect all of the money that they owed to the gangs and things like that. And he got so involved in his role that he got a full chest piece.
Yeah,
tattoo.
yeah.
All the like chest down to the stomach. And
shit.
he actually got that tattooed on him. And people were pissed.
He lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah, people were pissed because they said that he didn't do the role very well. They should have actually got somebody who was Hispanic.
Damn.
So are we talking like they fell off because they were once like a one hit wonder kind of thing, or they fell off because like something tragic happened?
So
or
I would
because
open it up to falling off because they stopped producing quality, falling off because they did something stupid, or ruined their own career. So like, I think Chris Brown had one of the worst things that happened to his career.
Yeah.
With Rihanna, and that was because I think he would have been one of, I don't know. Now I might just be playing favoritism because I love Chris Brown.
I do love Chris Brown too.
But yeah, he's someone that had something crazy happen, but he hasn't really bounced back in a sense of in the eyes of society.
I think another artist, kind of sticking with pop, is Jason Derulo. I think he had
Oh, that's a good one.
a
Yeah.
few years of like bangers, writing solo, all the way to like trumpets. Like that range, he was pretty good. And then ever since then, I'm like, he had that one TikTok song that came out that everyone was using, but other than that,
DJ Khaled.
another one.
does he doesn't rap though, right? He's just a producer.
Yeah, just the
He's
producer.
got music. I think he's in, or yeah.
They all
where he's
say his
featured.
name. He's featured in all of them because he's the producer, but I haven't heard him like rap like a verse.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
He always just enters with DJ Khaled. And
Yeah.
then that's
We
it.
the best.
Yeah. Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, they kind of had a moment where they
Oh, I think
fell.
Taylor
Taylor
Swift
Swift
is still like.
So I think she's back up. I think when she was transitioning from, or no, maybe I'm thinking of Hannah Montana.
Miley
But-
Cyrus.
Miley
Oh, Miley
Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Yeah. When they transitioned from country into pop, it kind of took which is like expected when you switch genres, you got to figure out the genre. But definitely took a hit of like their hits weren't up there for a short period.
You guys ever watch DJ Khaled's freaking? He's one
Yeah.
of the most quotable dudes I know.
Yeah.
There was like, he was at a restaurant and someone was like, "Oh, I like your watch," and he's like, "I call her chandelier." He's so freaking funny, dude.
Or the Jerry. It ain't even about the Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah, he has
There
a
was
lot of
one where
funny
he's
stuff.
like, "Have you ever played rugby?" That one.
Yeah, that was
It's
so
hella
random.
funny.
He, the waitress brings out like a plate of shrimp and or something, and she says what it is, and he's like, "What is that?" And so she says it again, and she's like, "Have you ever played rugby?"
I think he's actually crazy.
Dude's
he
freaking
might
hilarious.
be a little off, a little on the spectrum.
Even like seeing him in music videos, he just looks cringy to me, bro. Like, what's that? Justin Bieber's in it.
yeah.
The one, I think is what it's called. Justin Bieber, Quavo's in it.
Oh,
And-
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Jazz.
And DJ Khaled in his scenes just like this, just like, I'm like, bro, get out of here, dude.
He's funny.
It's tough to say some of these other ones too. Like, I think Snoop Dogg was really good, but then he's just gotten old, and so I don't know if he's still producing
But then-
music. But he's
Well,
kind of
he's
gone
said,
down.
he's mentioned that he's like, "Bro, what am I looking like rapping about Crips, rapping
Right.
about drugs and stuff when I'm my age right now?" He's like,
That's a good point.
He's moved on to like he does children's music.
He does reggae.
He does
too.
reggae too.
Yeah.
He went with Snoop Lion for a little bit.
Yeah, Snoop Lion. I remember that.
But
Didn't that influence your gamer tag?
stop.
Yo.
Story time,
Yeah, let's hear
story
this.
time.
Let's hear it.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Let's hear it. Snoop line.
Come on, Snoop.
What was your gamer tag?
Why?
Bro, I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but he switched up his gamer tag, and it was Young Lion 435.
Was it Snoop?
Because my dog Snoop.
Oh.
Actually, if you want to be, I had it before Snoop.
You started the trend.
Yeah, he did it because of you.
Oh, why did you do that? But Snoop Dogg, I feel like he's evolved because he was once rapping for Death Row, who was Suge Knight's, and now he took over Death Row Records.
He owns Death Row. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He owns Death Row.
I didn't watch that because I saw Straight Outta Compton, and it kind of shows at the very end of the movie he's coming into Death Row, but
Yeah.
I didn't know he took over it.
Yeah, he's evolved, but like you said, he made he makes children music, makes reggae music, and his variety has just opened up.
Which I think is awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone that fell off. Sorry, hella random. The baby fell the fuck
Oh,
off.
yeah.
It was after that shit that happened at the concert.
What?
He was like talking shit on gays.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Shit,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
That's crazy.
I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about when someone threw that shoe
The
at him.
shoe, that's what
and
I
he
was thinking.
weaved. He's like, who the hell threw that busted ass Adidas?
Kick him out. Kick him out. Kick him out. That's so embarrassing, bro. Don't ever get called like you have busted ass shoes and then say, "Psh, that guy, kick him
Yeah.
out." And you're just like standing there like, oh,
He's only got one shoe.
Oh.
I don't know if you would say off subject, but if you were to go to like the cities of the city of Detroit and Chicago, especially Atlanta, people like shit, East Side, like you can see what has drugs done to the community, and lately it's been fentanyl. Like I was just I was watching this little committee with Jelly Roll, and I've mentioned to you guys before, but I haven't like gotten like deep into it. But Jelly Roll was in a committee, and he was just telling the people, he was like, he's not Republican, nor is he Democrat. So it was like the perfect person to speak about it. He was once addicted to hard drugs, and then he started to get into like, he sees how his community is, and he sees how outside of that community is, and he wants to focus on getting the community better. And in the speech, he was saying, in this 5 minutes of I'll be talking about fentanyl, at least somebody in the world will die of a drug overdose. And in that drug overdose, there will be a 72% chance that it'll be fentanyl related.
Oh, jeez.
And he was saying that, like, he was giving out statistics. He's seen a statistic that 190 people will die every day, more or less, will die every day from overdosing from 2019 to 2021.
190 a day?
A day.
Holy
And so,
on fentanyl?
yeah.
Oh,
Of drugs, but with fentanyl. related.
72%.
And there was a statistics in 2019 to 2021. There has been 106,000 people that died from overdose. And in the year alone, 2021, it was 70,601.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's about 70,000 people a
Yeah.
year.
And he was saying that with that 190, since the media and the government don't really, just because it's like low incomes and it's mainly low incomes. If you were to take that, and there was he was saying that there was a airplane, a flight 737 can fit up to 737 can fit 190 people. So if you were to take that, and that plane crashes every day, the media would just focus on that instead of what's really happening in the world. And like I sat there and I watched the whole thing. It was like a 15-minute clip, and I was just like, dude, this dude is actually like spitting game. And he was saying that the fentanyl was the highest leading causes of drug overdose in the game right now, and that the media won't even address it. The media won't even showcase it. They'll just showcase what's really like the top of their list, which is like the airplane. If that airplane crashed every day that holds 190 people, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, there's this 190 people. They've had families. They've had kids, like moms and dads, like shit like that. Like we need to help prevent this from happening. Whether that 190 people who's like doing hard drugs, like shit like that.
Kind of playing devil's advocate a little bit though. Like when they do that about an airplane, they're like saying like, "Oh, this person was on board. They've done this and this and this." This sounds messed up, and I know this doesn't. So I want to say this very like, whatever, like comforting or whatever the right word is. But like, it's tough to put somebody on TV and say this guy who does drugs passed away. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
Right. This like
It's not like their life
it's-
isn't valuable because we love everybody and we appreciate everybody, but it's tough to like glorify or like praise somebody who died from dying from drugs.
right. And I see that, but
yeah.
there. I mean, you can also try and prevent that 190 people that died from overdosing, for like trying to put them in rehab, trying to get them help. But if they don't want to accept that, then that's fine. I understand, but
I think it'd be good to like talk about the problem and talk about like, hey, this is where all the drugs are coming from and this is how many people are dying. I think it's just tough to say like X person died, X person died, X person died, like when it's on a plane crash. So they're a little bit different to me, but I get what you're saying as far as we still have 70,000 people dying a
Yeah.
year, and that's very serious. And I
Yeah.
think it should be addressed. The best way to do it, though, I don't know. Because I think addressing that we have a drug problem is real.
Yep.
Additionally to your argument, people who die on a plane crash, they get on the plane thinking that they're going to make it to the destination.
safe.
Right.
People buying drugs, using the drugs, they're running that risk.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, you have a drug problem, which is an issue, but there's always, I mean, it was crack, it was rocks. What was that? Crack rock? I don't know. I was watching Snowfall, but that took over by storm. Heroin's been a problem. Like it's always going to be a drug. The issue isn't the drug. The issue is the addiction. And
That's a good question, though, is like, how do we prevent, like, how do we become more proactive and not so reactive?
Yeah.
And I actually want to go around the room and see what you think. Because that's the deal is,
that's the hell.
dang, that's crazy. We're going to restart.
All right.
No, just kidding. But that's the deal about humans is like, we are way more prone to just like speak about problems than speak solutions.
Right.
I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but like most people, like that's what the news is, oh, well, we have a tragedy in X and X place. But it's never, okay, how do we solve this so it never happens again?
See, I feel like this is a question that like you have to actually like think about for a while, because like if you think about like cutting off where the drugs are coming from, they're gonna find another way to make drugs. You know, they're gonna make
Yeah.
drugs in the city.
See, and that's tough too. A lot of our drugs do come from the southern
Foreign.
border.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're coming across. But like kind of to your point, if it's like if you have a bucket with a bunch of holes, you plug one, it's still leaking somewhere else. You plug it,
Right.
it's still leaking. So I don't know though, because I think about that a lot. Because I want my kids to grow up in a good world, and right now I just don't know where we're going. Let's
Right,
take
yeah.
a cup real quick though, and let's think about it.
I can't even think of like a effective way.
Yeah, something that you can actually execute. I don't have an option. My thoughts would be to, and I just wouldn't know how to do it though. But it would be for lower income areas and schools that are in those districts. They're kind of in that environment, so giving them a better education, giving them a better opportunity, I just don't know how we would do that. But I think it stems from like you said, like the drugs come in. People who need money will sell those drugs. If they don't need the money, they won't sell the drugs.
Right. I
No,
see
that
the
logic
train
makes
of thought.
sense. I think that makes sense.
I just don't know how you would execute that. I do think that it stems from schooling, though. Like even with pregnancy and teen parents and adoption, I think that comes, or I guess not adoption, but safe sex. I think that comes from lower income areas for where it's a little bit more practiced and stuff like that. But I don't know how you would actually execute.
Yeah.
So one thought that I have, which this just costs money, and I know that is, I was reading a study that talked about the low income area, high crime, all that. And like equity of home values were going way down, all that kind of stuff. And what the government chose to do was, and I don't know if this is fictional or factual. I just read something that this is how it's supposed to go, is what they started doing is they started raising the wages for police officers. They started giving police officers, like their rent was cut in half. They would get discounts at certain restaurants. So it made police move into the community. So then when you have more police officers around the community, crime is going to just leave. That's the thought, right? Problem is you have to pay for that somehow. The other problem is right now the defund the police. I mean, this is kind of old a little bit, but like a lot of people don't like police right now. And so it's hard to like tell low income areas, hey, here's more police, because right now they don't care for police.
Right.
But I do think more police, more military is better than less. But again, it's like we have to change the perspective we have on police officers as a nation, and also there are some corrupt police officers. So I think we need to have better training for police officers.
I don't
to
even
get
think it's the
results.
training. I think it's the consequences. I think that the reason why some corrupt cops will do what they do is because there's not a lot of consequences. I mean, with deaths, with
That's a good point. I like that.
being paid off, things like that. Like if they had a severe consequence, if they're held to that same standard, I think that it would be fine. Because we do train our police. We do train them pretty well.
Right.
What I'm saying as far as training isn't like as far as physical and like knowing the law and that kind of stuff.
No, yeah.
I think there should be like an ethics board. Like you have to go through an ethics training to like know what it means to be a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get the punishments as far as like they need to have more consequences if they mess up. A lot of those are actually in place. The problem is whether it's just what we're told. What I mean is there's always two sides of every story. So like when you see it on the news, sometimes it makes a police officer look more guilty than he actually was. So then we get that perspective or perception of like police officers are corrupt when maybe they weren't. And then also sometimes police officers have more pull because they know the mayor. They know certain individuals where they can kind of get out of the system. So with that, I don't know what the right answer is. Like, yeah, they should be held accountable for the crimes they commit, but sometimes I don't know if they actually committed a crime or if the news is just saying they committed a crime.
Right.
So that's part of the perception of police officers. I think we have to change that. We also need to change the structure of our police departments. And if you can do that and you can multiply a police force and you can have more people want to be police officers, because right now no one wants to be a police officer, it takes away a lot of your crime. It makes it harder for criminals to do the kind of things they want to do, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you brought up the whole like nowadays in this economy, nobody wants to be a cop just because of what they're viewed as. Like, there's obviously bad cops that's like beating on minorities. Like take what's his name, George Floyd for an example, Rodney King. Like nobody wants to become a cop just because all you guys do is just use the power or use the law against us, and you guys have the power. You guys are doing this, and this, and it's like, what can I do? You know, like I'll be a lawful abiding citizen, and then I'll get pulled over. I'll get yanked out of my car, like shit like that. And it also makes it bad for like every cop, because like you said, there is good cops out there, but they're just viewed as in one category.
Yeah.
Right.
It's almost like being racist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like segregating a group. Like, oh, I've heard people say it, all police officers are bad. And I'm like, bro, you have probably met plenty of people who are police officers, but they're off duty. You didn't know, and you thought they were a cool person, but you just didn't know they were a cop. But as soon as they put the badge on, you think they changed. Like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
So I think the perception is something we have to change on police officers in order to get crime fixed. Even Charles Barkley was saying when the whole like defund the police movement was going, he was just like, I want police. Minority, like not minorities, but low income areas don't want police because they're doing shady stuff. But all the rich neighborhoods, they're going to keep police. 'Cause that's what, like, police are actually supposed to be very good. Are they perfect? No, but no one's perfect.
Right.
So I've thought about that a lot.
That's what's scary too, is that just bringing kids into this world, knowing what's going on, and like you said, like you want the world to be better for your kids. Like that's the scary thing, just having them come in and then just raised up in this society where like shit happens, bad cops, like shit like that.
Fentanyl's on an all high.
Yeah, it's just scary.
It is scary.
I might have more of a selfish thought on that, just because maybe I just don't have kids, so it doesn't really apply to me. But I assume that I will stick to what I know and where I'm from and things like that, to where we're secluded in this little bubble of how much does that really affect us. The world could be a certain way, but is there fentanyl running through our streets to where you see people on the streets high, you know what I mean? Or people being yanked out of their cars by police here in St. George, Utah. Sure, it's issues elsewhere, and it doesn't mean that we can push that to the side and not acknowledge it, but how much does it really affect our day to day?
Right.
I don't think I don't think that has a change on me wanting to bring a kid into the world.
See, I'm more along the lines of like, I feel you on that, as far as like St. George is a great place and we are in a bubble. I have had the opportunity to travel and I've been to cities for work and stuff like that, and I've seen what it can do. And I don't think it's a matter of if it ever hits St. George. I think it's a matter of when. And so I just don't want that day to come. And so I want to do my best to postpone it. And unfortunately, if you can only influence St. George, you can't. Sorry, if you're only influencing St. George, other outside influences are going to try to attack and put that stuff here. But so I don't know. I just know it's going to happen someday. Which part of the discussion, as far as being a parent, is raising your kids to no standards. That's tough. It's tough to be like, sorry, son, I know the world sucks. You have to live in it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
When I was watching that whole committee with Jelly Roll, I first started taking like notes because I wanted to talk about it on the podcast, and kind of like what he said, shine a light to everybody and see the real root of the problem of this nation. And so I started taking notes, and then all of a sudden it started turning into like a what you call a diary. And so I was just like going off. I was just like, okay, like this needs to change. But what can we do to fix it? How can you voice it? I mean, Jelly Roll went up to a committee and he said he's lost a lot of family members. He's lost a lot of family members that he cares to share, or he doesn't care to share about with those guys, just because the majority of it was from drug addictions, and how his baby mama was still addicted to it in the same time that Jelly Roll was addicted to it. I think his name was Jason DeFord, but in the same time that Jason was addicted to it, and then he kind of like found his inner peace, but he sees like what his baby mama's doing, and then I think that's what sparked it. But yeah, I just started taking notes, and then it just started turning into like, okay, this is like it started turning into a diary, and so that's why I wanted to like talk about it. I feel like it's like one of the most hidden but common thing.
I think it's hidden just because people don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk
That's
about
the-
something
that's
when you
the
don't
tough part,
know.
too.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's easy to say, yeah, we have a fentanyl problem. Yeah, kids in Africa are starving. Yeah, this world problem, this world problem. It's easy to say them, but it's hard
Yeah.
to keep the conversation going if you don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
Because you're literally just saying, I spy. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy to see the problem.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to come up with a solution, though.
It's hard, especially, and it's just an awkward conversation if nobody knows how. And so I think that's why it's not promoted as much as it should be. Because, yeah, it's a problem. And we got to get it fixed. And unfortunately, the people in power haven't done anything about it. So I think it's good that Jelly Roll has a platform and he's reaching out. We'll see how it goes. But I think we should take our last cup.
Let's
Leave
do
a
it.
comment below on what you guys think. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tell mom and dad you love them. Thank you guys.
Love you, mom and dad.